Alrighty, gang. I don't know whether or not if I have any desktop audio. I won't worry about it from the post processing in. We got Crash of the Titans here, and no, we do not want this costume here for the new Nova, but we are going to be dealing with Spider-Man Infinity War. So he is a green, blue, and red user. As I go into my roster to fetch this version of Peter Parker. His blue ability is his passive. Anytime Spider-Man makes web tiles on the board, enemy powers deal less damage to Spider-Man for each web tile on the board. And then whenever Spider-Man takes damage from an enemy power, remove half of the web tiles. Round it down. So which costs 7, hits random colored tiles on the board, like in any enemy tiles. Fortify any friendly tiles, converting the rest to web tiles. And yes, it can convert those web tiles into fortify tiles as well. And then finally, his proportional punch is his red ability, which costs 10. He deals damage to us, and then additional damage based on what colors of web tiles he has on the board. If he has red, which are his colors, he's going to do a whole lot more damage. And if he has purple, yellow, and black, he's gonna do a little bit less damage, but it's gonna all accumulate to some nasty stuff. His affiliations for all that care, those that care: Heroes, Spider-Verse, Spider-Sense, Avengers, Team Iron Man, Enhanced, Geniuses, and Stark Tech for all those that care. No, I do not want to boost my ISO 8. 600,000 is not gonna matter to me that much. All right, we got Mr. Negative here. No, I am not Mr. Negative. I am not that negative. But he is a blue, yellow, and black user, though not in that particular order. His Defile Organizer is his yellow ability, which costs 7. It's both active and passive. Passively, while he's Martin Lee, tiles he creates are empowered by 50%. If there are fewer than 6 strike, attack, or protect tiles on the board, then we create 3 tiles of that in the type that has the fewest, prioritizing protect tiles, then strike tiles. Then you revert to Martin Lee. And if there are more than 6, then you destroy all strike attack protect tiles, dealing damage equal to 225% of their total strength and change to Mr. Negative. Destroyed tiles don't deal damage to generate AP. If the power is used while you turn to Mr. Negative, then you deal 50% more damage. And on the stats, it's a passive. While he's Martin Lee, he takes 20% reduced damage from matches and abilities. And at the start of the turn, he gains AP in one of his strongest colors. While he's Mr. Negative, he deals 20% bonus magic damage, and at the start of each turn, he improves all friendly strike and attack tiles by 20% of his current level. And if he's taking more than 25% damage since changing into Mr. Negative, he reverts to Martin Lee, and then he creates 2 fortified protect tiles. And this can't be disabled by status effects, meaning Scarlet Witch or anybody that can disable abilities. For instance, Emma Frost, like she can't disable that ability. At higher levels, increase everything across the board. Reverse Tenet is his black ability, which costs 5. He becomes Mr. Negative, so that's how we get him to Mr. Negative. He creates a fortified 4-turn black countdown tile on the board. While it exists, 50% of the damage dealt to the target is dealt to a random enemy. So in this case, it'll be Spider-Man. When this tile expires, if the target is 40%, say the target deals 40% of the current health to all allies. If no allies exist, then they deal 50% damage to themselves. So that's what we're going to be using a bunch of reverse tenant. His affiliation for all that care, villains, dark force, light force, street level, and enhanced. Now, um, the best thing we can do with Mr. Negative, we want to target his black. Then we also want to target his yellow too to try and get some form of strike attack. Well, in this case, projectiles on the board so that we can deal a little bit more damage. Uh, Blue's gonna be there just for us to do stuff. And if we happen to transform into Mr. Negative, we'll down Spider-Man pretty quickly. As far as Spider-Man goes, yeah, we gotta deny his red. His red will pretty much one-shot us because if he has enough web tiles on the board, yeah, he'll one-shot us. But if we can make it so that we can reduce the amount of web tiles on the board, we might can last a turn or two. So I'm gonna let my matches do the talking from this point forward. Force my okay, there we go, audio. I was wondering what happened. So yes, we got the strike tiles out, and we pretty much downed Spider-Man quick, fast, and in a hurry. Thanks Alliance for playing as always. No, not for $10. I got better things to do with $10. So one of the things you saw with Mr. Negative, or you maybe didn't see, is the fact, well, his yellow actually can destroy some tiles. So there's quite a few teams that you can use with Mr. Negative. One in particular is with Polaris and 5-star Captain Marvel. Destroyed by any other. yellow AP. So you can already see where the loop is going with Captain Marvel when you create enough strike tiles with her and Polaris. What is Polaris? Electromagnetic resonance says whenever your team matches or destroys a strike, attack, or protect tile, you deal damage and you create 3 friendly special tiles of that color. So you keep looping the main right hook passive with Polaris and then Mr. Negative destroying those tiles. Boom. Alternatively, you could do it is you could try it with Kamala Khan, Polaris, and Mr. Negative. If you don't want to use Kamala Khan, you could always use Better Rebuild. He'll work too. So there's an option there. Recommendations for Mr. Negative, but it be what it be. So we got Moon Girl and Double Dinosaur with Double Crash. 6 days, 16 hours as of this recording. We know there's a new Nova up in the game, so got opportunities to get both the 3-star and 5-star Nova. Though, to be fair, looking at my roster, my 4-star Nova, Sam Alexander, champion match at one level, and then what is the other one? He was close to getting 320 where I would have the legendary token and that spot there, but it'll be another 250 there. So I should have Panic Volt, whatever, champion sometime before this year is over with. Again, assuming everything goes well. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully next time I'll have some desktop audio uh working right for the crash. But be excellent to see your fellow human beings, and I'll catch y'all on Monday. Until